The galaxy was huge and full of many alien species. These aliens had lived for thousands of years, and many of them had fought wars against each other. Each species thought they knew everything about war. They had strong weapons, fast ships, and smart leaders. They believed no one could beat them in battle. Far from the busy war zones, a human battleship called the Resolute was traveling quietly through space. Humans were not well known in this part of the galaxy. Many aliens had heard stories about Earth, but few had ever seen a human ship. The Resolute was different from any other ship in the galaxy. It was big and strong. It's built with new technology that no alien had seen before. The captain of the Resolute was Commander Kara. She was calm and brave. She had trained all her life for this moment. Her crew was ready to... They trusted each other and worked like a family. Commander Kara knew that the galaxy was dangerous, but humans never gave up easily. As the Resolute moved closer to the alien war zone, sensors on the ship picked up many enemy ships. These aliens were powerful and had been fighting wars for centuries. Their fleets were large and their weapons deadly, but the Resolute did not show any fear. On the alien side, their commanders were surprised. Their screens showed the human ship coming closer without hiding. One of the alien commanders said, "What kind of ship is this?" "It does not look like any enemy we know." The aliens decided to attack first. Their ships opened fire, sending beams and missiles toward the Resolute. But the human ship moved quickly. Shields glowed bright as they blocked the alien weapons. The Resolute fired back with new energy weapons. The blasts hit the alien ships and made big explosions. The aliens were shocked. Their many years of fighting had taught them many things, but they had never faced a ship like the Resolute. It was fast, strong, and smart. The human ship moved in ways the aliens did not expect. It dodged attacks and found weak spots in the enemy fleet. Commander Kara watched the battle from her control room. She spoke calmly to her crew. "Stay focused. Use every advantage we have. Remember, we fight for humanity, for Earth, and for all those who believe in peace." Her crew worked together perfectly. Each person had a job, and they did it well. The human ship was like a well-oiled machine. Its engines roared as it moved between enemy ships. Its weapons fired in quick bursts. The Resolute was not just a battleship. It was a symbol of human strength and spirit. The aliens realized something important. They had thought they knew war, but the humans were different. The human way of fighting was not just about power or numbers. It was about courage, teamwork, and quick thinking. One alien commander shouted in anger, "This human ship is impossible. How can one ship cause so much damage?" Another alien tried to change the battle plan. "We need to surround it, attack from all sides." But the Resolute was ready for that too. Its sensors saw the enemy ships coming from every direction. Commander Kara gave orders quickly. "Prepare for full defense. Activate special shields and ready the rear cannons." The human ship glowed with energy shields all around it. When the aliens attacked from behind, the Resolute turned and fired powerful beams. The enemy ships were hit hard again. The battle went on for hours. The aliens could not believe how strong and brave the humans were. Slowly, the alien fleet started to lose ships. Their pride began to fade. Finally, Commander Kara sent a message to the alien leaders. Her voice was strong and clear. "We do not want to destroy your world. But if you continue your attacks, we will defend ourselves with full force. Humans fight for peace, but we never run away from war." The aliens looked at each other. They had underestimated the humans. They thought war was only about weapons and strength. But the humans showed them that war was also about heart and courage. The Resolute stood in space, shining like a star. It was not just a ship. It was the beginning of a new story in the galaxy, a story where humans would change everything. After the first battle, the aliens were shocked. They'd never seen a human battleship like the Resolute. Speed, power, and smart tactics were unlike anything they had faced before. The alien leaders gathered in a huge war room on their biggest ship. They argued about what to do next. One of the alien commanders said, "We must find out how the humans built this ship. It is stronger than our entire fleet." Another commander replied, "Yes, but how? We have never seen humans fight like this. They are different. Meanwhile, the Resolute moved deeper into the alien war zone. Commander Kara knew this was just the beginning. More alien ships were coming, and they were ready to fight hard. But Kara trusted her crew and their skills. On the Resolute, the crew worked quickly. Engineers checked the ship's systems, making sure the weapons and shields were ready. Pilots practiced flying fast maneuvers to avoid enemy attacks. The soldiers prepared for any boarding attempt. Everyone was ready. Commander Kara gathered her officers. "We are here to protect our people and our home," she said. "The aliens may be strong, but they do not know what humans can do when we work together." The officers nodded. They'd seen the power of teamwork during many battles on Earth. Now, in space, their skills were more important than ever. Suddenly, sensors warned about a new enemy fleet approaching. This group was bigger and more organized. The aliens were bringing their best ships and strongest weapons, Kara ordered. "Prepare for battle. Use every weapon we have. This will be our biggest fight yet." The Resolute flew toward the enemy fleet. The space around them lit up with beams and explosions. The aliens attacked from all sides, but the human crew stayed calm. The ship's advanced technology helped a lot. Its energy shields blocked most attacks, and its weapons could fire quickly and accurately. The human pilots moved the ship fast, dodging the alien fire. Inside the ship, the soldiers watched the screens closely. They reported every enemy move to Commander Kara, one soldier said. "Captain, enemy ships are trying to surround us from the left." Kara smiled. "Good, that means they want to trap us, but we are not easy to catch." She gave orders, "All guns, focus on the left side. Fire in bursts, pilots break their formation." The Resolute responded immediately. Its powerful cannons fired strong blasts. The alien ships on the left started to break apart. The pilots pushed the ship forward and made sharp turns. The aliens were angry. "How can one ship destroy so many of our best fighters?" one shouted. Another said, "They fight like a pack, not like a single ship. We must change our tactics." They started to use new tricks. Some ships tried to sneak behind the Resolute. Others used special weapons to try and weaken the shields, but the humans were ready. Their sensors detected every move. The crew worked faster than the aliens expected. The engineers repaired small damages quickly, keeping the ship strong. During the battle, Kara thought about Earth and her people. She remembered the stories of human warriors who fought with courage and heart. She felt proud to lead her crew in space. Suddenly, the Resolute received a message from an alien ship. It was a challenge. The alien leader wanted to speak to Commander. Kara agreed. She opened a secure channel. The alien voice was cold but respectful. "We have never met humans before," the alien said. "Your ship is powerful, but this war has lasted too long. We offer a chance for peace. Talk to us." Kara thought carefully. The aliens had surprised her, but maybe they were willing to listen. She replied, "I am Commander Kara of the Human. Battleship Resolute. Humans do not want endless war. We fight to protect. If you want peace, we are willing to talk." The alien agreed to a meeting in neutral space. Both sides prepared carefully. The crew of the Resolute was surprised but hopeful. Maybe this battle was the start of something new. Maybe humans and aliens could find a way to stop fighting. For now, the war was not over. But the humans had shown the galaxy their true power. It was not just in their weapons or ships. It was in their spirit. Commander Kara looked at the stars. She whispered, "This is only the beginning." The human battleship Resolute waited quietly in deep space. After the second battle, the aliens had finally sent a message asking for peace talks. It was the first time in centuries that this alien alliance had even considered talking instead of fighting. Commander Kara stood on the bridge of her ship, watching the stars outside the large window. Her mind was busy. Could the aliens be trusted? Or was this just a trap? Her second-in-command, Lieutenant Ray, stepped forward. "Ma'am, the alien ship has entered the neutral zone. You're ready for the meeting." Kara nodded slowly. "Prepare." "The shuttle. I will meet them face to face." The crew was surprised. "Captain, are you sure?" "It's risky," Ray said. Kara gave a soft smile. I have to show them that humans are not afraid. If this is our chance for peace, I will take it. A small human shuttle left the Resolute and floated toward the alien ship. Its metal body shimmered in the light of a nearby star. The alien ship was large, shaped like a triangle, and covered in sharp metal plates. It looked like it was built for war, not peace. Inside the alien ship, the meeting room was dark and cold. Alien commanders waited there, their faces strange and unreadable. Their skin was blue and rough, their eyes black and deep. They stood still as the human commander entered. Kara walked forward calmly. She looked directly into the alien leader's eyes and said, "I am Commander Kara of Earth. I came to talk, not to fight." The alien leader, General Threx, spoke in a slow, deep voice. "You are brave to come here. Most beings would not walk into the enemy's ship alone." "I'm not like most," Kara replied. Threx tilted his head slightly. "We have studied war for generations. We believed we knew all forms of battle. But your ship, your people, they fight in a way we do not understand," Kara said. "Humans fight not only with weapons, we fight with heart, we protect, we adapt, and we never stop trying. That is our strength."
Oh.
There was silence in the room. Then Threx said, "You destroyed 17 of our ships in 2 battles. You made our fleet look weak. And yet you still want peace?" Kara answered without hesitation. "Yes, humans do not love war, but we do not run from it either. We came here to protect a colony that was under threat. But if you are willing to stop this war, we are ready to talk." Threx leaned back and thought for a long time. "You confuse us, human. You are strong, but you also speak of peace. We thought strength only comes from domination." Kara shook her head. "True strength is knowing when to fight, and when to stop." Threx looked around at his commanders. Some of them showed signs of doubt. Others nodded slowly, starting to understand. Suddenly, a loud alarm rang through the alien ship. A young alien officer ran in and shouted, "Sir! Another faction is approaching fast, the Skarn Raiders. They do not know of this meeting. They think the human ship is an easy target?" Kara's eyes narrowed. "We must return to Resolute. If they attack, we'll defend ourselves." Threx stood. "No, we will fight them together." For the first time in centuries, alien and human ships stood side by side. The Resolute and the alien fleet turned toward the incoming raiders. The enemy ships came fast, full of weapons and rage. Inside the Resolute, the crew was ready. Kara returned to her command chair and looked at the stars. "Let's show them what 2 enemies can do when they fight for something greater." The battle began, but this time, not for destruction. This time, it was for unity. The space around the human ship Resolute and the alien fleet turned red as the Skarn Raiders entered the area. Their ships were fast, covered in black armor and filled with deadly weapons. These raiders were known across the galaxy for attacking without warning and showing no mercy. Commander Kara stood tall on the bridge of Resolute. Watching the enemy approach, alien General Threx was now beside her, standing on the communication screen. Both leaders were ready to fight this time, together. "Skarn Raiders don't care about peace," Kara said firmly. "They only care about destruction." Threx nodded. "They will not listen to words, only to force." Both sides quickly made a battle plan. Kara's ship would take the front line. The alien fleet would guard the sides and support with long-range weapons. Skarn were known for using speed and surprise, but the humans and the aliens were now working as one. Inside the Resolute, the crew moved fast. Soldiers loaded the weapons. Engineers powered up the shields. Pilots locked onto targets. No one showed fear. Kara turned to her crew and said, "Today we fight not just for ourselves, but for a future where humans and aliens are not enemies. Let's give these raiders a reason to fear us both." The Skarn fleet reached firing range. Boom. First wave of attacks came like a storm. Explosions lit up the darkness. The Resolute shook, but its shields held strong. The alien ships returned fire, blasting the enemy with red and blue energy beams. The battle was wild. Ships flew in every direction. Some were destroyed instantly. Others tried to escape but were pulled back by gravity mines. Kara noticed a pattern in the raider movements. "They're trying to break our line," she said. "They're focusing on the alien ships." She contacted Threx. "They think your ships are weaker. We'll draw their fire. Get your fleet to hit them from behind." Threx didn't argue. Understood. Moving now. Kara then gave a risky command. "Divert all power to forward shields and engines. We're going in." So Resolute charged ahead directly into the heart of the raider fleet. The human ship glowed with energy, cutting through enemy lines like a blade. Behind them, the alien ships followed the plan. They circled around and attacked from behind. Trapped between the two forces, the raiders began to panic. One by one, our ships exploded. Inside the enemy flagship, the Skarn leader growled in rage. "How can this be? Humans and aliens fighting together." Back on the Resolute, alarms beeped. "Minor damage on the left wing," crew member shouted. "Keep pushing," Kara commanded. "We're almost through." The combined fleet kept firing. Their teamwork was strong. Their timing was perfect. The raiders had never seen anything like it. Soon, half of the Skarn fleet was gone. The rest turned and ran. Cheers filled the Resolute. "We did it," someone shouted. "They're running." Kara smiled but stayed calm. "They may come back. But we've sent a message today." She opened a call to Threx. His alien face appeared, scratched and tired but smiling. "Your people fight like fire," said. "And yours stood strong," Kara replied. "Today, we were not enemies. We were warriors." Threx nodded. "Maybe ... we don't have to go back to war." Kara paused. Then she said, "Maybe this was the real beginning of peace." As the smoke of battle cleared, both fleets returned to the neutral zone. The stars above them seemed a little brighter. Enemies had become allies. Bloodshed had turned into hope. The galaxy was watching. And for the first time in a long time, it began to believe that change was possible. But in the far distance, beyond all the known systems, another power had taken notice of Earth's strength, something darker, something ancient. The Resolute had won a battle. But a greater storm was coming. The battle with the Skarn raiders was over. The human battleship Resolute and the alien fleet had fought side by side and won. For the first time, peace between humans and aliens didn't feel like a dream. It felt possible. But peace never lasts long in space. A few days later, the crew of Resolute began receiving strange signals. They were weak and hidden deep in the background noise of the galaxy. Signals were not from the Skarn or any known enemy. They were something else, something older. Commander Kara stood on the bridge, listening to the distorted sound play again and again. "It doesn't match." "Any language," said Lieutenant Ray. "But the pattern is repeating." "It's not random," Engineer Mira added, "and it's coming from the edge of the galaxy, from a dead zone, a place where no one dares to go." Kara's eyes narrowed. "Then that's where we're going." The crew looked at her in shock. "Commander, you really want to go into the dead zone?" Ray asked carefully. "There are stories, ancient machines, lost empires, things no one ever returned from." Kara nodded slowly. "Exactly. That's why we have to go. If something is calling us from there, it knows we're here." She sent a message to General Threx. "The signal isn't Skarn," she said. "It's something else. I'm taking Resolute to investigate." Threx replied, "Be careful, human. We have heard of the dead zone. Even our people never returned. From its dark corners..." "I'll keep in touch," Kara said, ending the call. The Resolute turned and jumped into hyperspace. In seconds, the stars around them stretched into streaks of light. The ship was on its way to the unknown. As they entered the dead zone, the stars disappeared. Darkness surrounded them. Even the ship's sensors struggled to read the area. Signal grew louder, a low, rumbling sound, like a warning or a whisper. Suddenly Mira shouted, "Contact! Something's out there." The crew stared at the screen. A shape was forming in the distance, massive, silent, and ancient. It wasn't just a ship. It looked like a floating city, broken and forgotten, but still alive. "What is that?" Ray whispered. Kara stood frozen. "I don't know, but it's not human. It's not alien. It's something else." The ship slowly approached the massive object. The signal was now clear. It was repeating one word in a deep robotic voice. "Awakening." Suddenly, the lights on the strange structure flickered. The giant ship, which had looked dead for centuries, began to come alive. "We triggered something," Mira said. "It's waking up." Then the ship shook. Alarms blared. "Something is scanning us," shouted Ray. "It's inside our systems." The crew tried to fight it, but it was too fast. The strange force entered the Resolute's computers, learning everything about humans, their weapons, their history, their minds. Kara gave the order, "Cut the power. Lock it out." But it was too late. A deep voice echoed across the ship. "You are not ready." Everyone froze. No one had spoken, yet the voice was everywhere inside their minds. "Their machines, their walls. You have shown strength. You have chosen unity, but the Great War is coming. Prepare yourselves." The structure in front of them began to fall apart. Piece by piece, it broke into dust and vanished into space, like a dream fading away. Then silence. The signal stopped. The ship was safe. But no one felt safe anymore. Kara looked at her crew. "We weren't supposed to find this, but we did. We need to warn the galaxy." Ray whispered. "Warn them about what?" Kara stared into the dark space ahead. Something. Bigger than all of us. Something watching. The crew said nothing. Even the strong hearts of Resolute felt a chill. The battle with the raiders was just a test. The real enemy was still out there, and it had just woken up. The battleship Resolute had returned from the dead zone, but nothing felt the same. The message they received from the ancient ship still echoed in their minds. "You are not ready. The Great War is coming." Commander Kara stood in her quarters, staring at the stars outside her window. She couldn't sleep. That voice was not just a threat, it was a warning. Whatever was coming, it was something far beyond anything the galaxy had ever faced. In the control room, the crew worked quietly. No one joked, no one relaxed. The feeling of fear was heavy in the air. Even Ray, who always smiled during missions, looked serious. "Commander," Mira said, walking into the room, "I've finished scanning the ship's systems. The alien signal left something behind." Kara turned sharply. "What kind of something?" "Not a virus," Mira explained. "It's like a memory, a copy of data. It's watching us, learning from us." "Can we remove it?" Kara asked. Mira shook her head. "No. If we try, it hides. It's part of the ship now." Kara stayed silent for a moment. Then she gave an order. "Send a warning to Earth and to General Threx. Tell them everything." Ray frowned. "Do you think they'll believe us?" "They have to," Kara replied. "If they don't, we all lose." Within hours, the message was sent across secure channels to Human Command and the Allied alien fleets. The reply came back quickly. Not from Earth, but from General Threx. "We believe you," Threx said. "And we are seeing signs too. Strange. Lights near our moons. Ships that appear and vanish." "Something is moving in the dark." Kara nodded. "Then we prepare together." The Resolute docked at a nearby human outpost called Bastion 7, built on the edge of a cold asteroid field. It was a quiet place, used for repairs and supply. But now it became the center of something bigger. More ships began to arrive, human cruisers, alien warships, supply freighters. Crews from different species stood side by side, ready to defend the galaxy, but time was short. That night, sensors on Bastion 7 picked up a strange ripple in space. It was like a wave of silence. No light, no sound, just... "Here," whispered Mira. "Whatever it is, it's coming." Suddenly, alarms rang across the base. The sky above the asteroid turned black. A shape appeared, larger than any battleship, even bigger than the station itself. It had no lights, no engines, no visible weapons. It just hovered, Watching Kara and her crew rush to the bridge. "What is that thing?" Ray asked, eyes wide. Mira's voice shook. "It's not made of metal, it's alive. It's the alien fleet prepared for battle." General Threx's voice came over the comms. "All ships, hold your ground." But then, something worse happened. The strange object released a pulse, not a weapon, but a signal, the same deep voice from before. "You are still not ready." And then chaos. Ships began losing power. Lights flickered, weapons failed. Some pilots screamed as their systems shut down mid-flight. The strange force was not attacking with guns. It was attacking with fear, confusion, and control. But the Resolute stayed online somehow. The ship's systems remained untouched. "It's the memory file," Mira realized. "The signal inside our ship? It's protecting us. We're the only ones it doesn't see as a threat." Kara stood tall, and we are the only ones who can fight back. She opened a secure channel to all the fleets. "This is Commander Kara. Our ship can still move. We're going to lead the charge. If you can follow, follow us. If not, stay safe." She looked at her crew. No one stepped back. Every eye was full of fire. For Earth. For peace. "For the future," Kara said. The Resolute turned toward the dark giant, and it moved forward. The final battle was beginning. The human. Battleship Resolute moved through the black silence of space, heading straight toward the ancient enemy. All around it, other ships floated helplessly, engines shut down, systems dark. The dark force had taken control of nearly everything, but not Resolute. Inside the ship, Commander Kara stood on the bridge, surrounded by her loyal crew. The screens showed the huge living object ahead. It was like a planet-sized creature, cold and silent, but full of terrible power. "It's watching us," whispered Lieutenant Ray. Commander Kara nodded. "Let it watch. We're not going to run." Engineer Mira studied the ship's core systems. "The memory it left inside our ship, it's still active. I think it's shielding us." Kara gave a firm order. "Good. Then we're going in. Let's find a way to stop this thing before it shuts down the whole galaxy." As Resolute moved closer, lights appeared on the enemy's surface. Not normal lights, they were symbols. Strange, ancient language patterns. Mira gasped. "It's trying to speak again." The ship's speakers echoed with a deep, cold voice. "You were warned. This galaxy is not ready. Turn back or be erased." Kara stepped forward and spoke clearly, her voice strong. "We don't turn back. We fight." The enemy responded not with words, but with action. Black energy beams shot out from its body. They weren't lasers. They were like hands, trying to grab the Resolute and crush it. Evasive maneuvers. Kara shouted. The pilots reacted quickly, dodging the attacks. The ship shook, but held its course. Then Mira discovered something. "Commander, the energy core of that thing, it's not fully awake yet. It's still building power." Kara's eyes lit up. "That's our chance. If we hit it now, we can stop it before it's unstoppable." "But we'll have to get close," Ray said. "Really close. Too close." Kara looked at her crew. "We're the only ones who can do this. Are you with me?" Everyone nodded without fear. For Earth, for the galaxy, for humanity. The Resolute dived forward at full speed. Enemy tendrils tried to stop them, but the ship's shields, boosted by the strange memory code, held strong. The crew worked together like one mind, firing weapons, recharging shields, adjusting engines. Finally, they reached the core. It looked like a glowing black heart pulsing with evil light. Kara gave the final command. "All power to main cannon. Fire at the core."
Ow.
The ship's front cannon charged up brighter than ever before. It hummed with energy from Earth, from science, from human courage. Then boom. A giant blast tore through the enemy's center. The black creature screamed, not with sound, but with shaking space itself. The tendrils vanished. The lights faded. And then, in a final burst of blue fire, the dark force disappeared. The stars. "Return," the silence broke. The galaxy breathed again. On Bastion 7, and on every allied ship, power came back online. Engines restarted. Screens lit up. Across space, cheers broke out. Humans and aliens, once enemies, now shouted with joy together. Commander Kara sat back in her chair, tired but smiling. The battle was over. We did it, Ray said softly. Mira added, we showed them what humans can do. But Kara wasn't smiling for victory. She was smiling for something more. Hope. She looked out at the stars. We were never ready, she whispered. But we chose to fight anyway. That's what makes us human. Soon after, the Resolute returned to Earth. The galaxy had changed. Humans were no longer unknown. They were now protectors, allies, and legends' monuments were built. Stories were told. But the crew of Resolute knew the truth. It wasn't just about ships and weapons. It was about standing together. When the darkness comes, and in the quiet sky above Earth, a new star twinkled. A reminder that even when ancient forces rise and the galaxy trembles, humanity will rise too. Together, the end.